Here we go. We're recording.
All right, welcome everyone to the Crew Zoom. I'm super excited to have you here. I'm Sarah Rankin, your Ambassador Diamond upline, and I'm super pumped. We've got all of us together. It's Thursday night, Thursday evening. I know a lot of you are hiding in your car right now. You just got home from work. You're avoiding the kids. You're in closets. I know in Australia, shout out Team Australia, it's 7:30 in the morning. Good morning to you. Also, shout out to Jen, Zay, and Sandy Dury. They're out in Kentucky right now getting ready for one of their first leadership retreats. I'm so pumped. They're going to have a house. They've got this amazing house full of all of these people who kicked butt the past couple of months and made it to the retreat. So I'm looking forward to hearing about all the aha moments that come from that. We're just getting back. You guys are getting back from Grand Rapids Boot Camp if you're up there in the Michigan area. I'm looking forward to hearing from Katie and Susan Sund tonight on that. And I've got a couple of things I just want to talk to you about. But before we dive into any of that, there's a lot of new faces on. So welcome if you're new to the team and this is your first Zoom with me. I'm so happy to have you here. I feel crazy blessed to be a part of this journey with so many of you. It's really insane. I looked in my back office, I think it was last month, and saw that almost 16,000 people, so I'm sure we've exceeded 16,000 now. Almost 16,000 people have said yes and become a distributor because I said yes almost 7 years ago. So my journey, it's crazy. 7 years since I started with It Works this July. And when I started, I was a personal trainer running a ladies only gym that just tried the product to prove that it didn't work. Most of you have heard my story. So I'm going to give you the super quick version. There's many hours and years in between, but personal trainer, had been at rock bottom, just got my, back on my 2 feet, got an apartment to myself. This crazy rap thing enters my life. I try it because I don't believe it works. It does. And suddenly I realized at that very moment that everything that I had been praying for was right there, bundled up in this crazy little rap thing. I had been praying for a way out. I had been praying for a way to pay my bills. I had been praying for God to use me in bigger ways. And I absolutely had no idea that it would show up in the form of network marketing, that it would show up in the form of this crazy rap thing. But it did, right? And so now 7 years later, I'm an ambassador diamond. My husband is a presidential diamond, and I've got a 2.0 account that is just one distributor and some volume away from diamond. So we're doing it again for a third time. So I have been around the block. I have heard every excuse. I have dealt with every objection. I've overcome personal setbacks and boundaries and limitations that I've placed on myself. And so my job as your leader is to help you overcome those things faster, right? To avoid the same mistakes that I did. But more importantly, my job is to just give you the nitty gritty, what you need to know. So I'm not here to sugarcoat anything for you guys today. Y'all have been barking and crying. We want Zooms, we want calls, we want this. And so here's the deal. I'm willing to bring more of me to the table as long as you're willing to bring more of you to the table. So that's the challenge tonight, is that we're going to get right off of this Zoom and get to work. We're going to end the month strong. And I want to hear your guys' feedback. If you want to hear more on something, tell us about it. If you have an awesome aha moment, tell us about it. So one of the beautiful things when I started with It Works, I didn't have that upline that was breathing life into my dreams or holding my hand saying, here's step 1, here's step 2, or did you go blitz today, or what are your dreams? I didn't have that. I signed up with a woman who walked in and blitzed me at a gym. Never met her a day in my life. And we didn't end up being the best fit for each other. So pretty quickly, I fired my upline, right? I decided I was going to be my own leader, and I was going to create this community of people who could live together, party together, raise their families together, but ultimately who just had hearts, who wanted to give back, do more, and rock this freaking business. And so that's exactly what we've done over the past 7 years. So right now, if you are on the Zoom, you are a part of the crew. And if you're not on the Zoom, you're catching the recording. hopefully you're part of the crew, but if not, hopefully you get some aha moments from it. That's kind of the short version of my story. We made Millionaires Club in 2015, which is awesome. Crazy to say that we've made over $1 million with It Works. And just at Grand Rapids, I got a text message from Katie, check your Wired app. Oh my gosh, what's your number? And I log in, and I've just been announced number 18 for this quarter in the company. So top 20, first time I've ever achieved that rank. And I think it's a win for all of us because we've had one hell of a year. And it just shows that no matter what, no matter who quits, no matter what setbacks you have, no matter how many times you have a wrap party and nobody shows up, if you keep going, you're going to make it. And I just want to give you guys a big round of applause because that number for me just reflects you. Right? It reflects all of us working together and making so many dreams come true. So thank you guys for showing up tonight. And thank you guys for giving me the honor of working with you. I am in no way, and I've got to preface this because I know there are some of you who have been abandoned or orphaned, right? Where your upline or the team that you originally got involved with is no longer here. So I am the closest upline that you have. And I know that could be a little bit frustrating because I'm only one person and you want more of me. So that's why we're bringing 4 new Zooms a month. 2 every month will be Newbie to Ruby, and then 2 every month will be Destination Diamond. And then if you are a Diamond and above, make sure that you get with me. Sarah? I'm not going to say Diamond and above like lifetime rank. I mean Diamond and above right now.
Sarah, pause. Okay, unmute yourself and then keep going.
Got it. Okay. So if you are Diamond and above right now, reach out to me, send me a Facebook message. We'll get you into our leadership group where we'll also be doing 2 leadership calls every single month. We've got a little book club and just a separate little support system for you there. So there it is. Now I really want to jump in and hear some stories from Katie and from Susan about Grand Rapids Boot Camp because they had some incredible ahas. And then I've got some notes and some things that I want to share with you guys. And like I said, if you have any questions or anything like that, please drop them in the comments. If you had some aha moments from Grand Rapids Boot Camp, or maybe you went to Phoenix Boot Camp, right? That was a big one. Drop them in the comments also. But first and foremost, Katie, I'll let you introduce Susan, but we'll bring you on first. You went out to boot camp, and it was awesome because you FaceTimed Markin for me and FaceTimed Famine for me. And it's just so crazy. I was telling Josh, I'm like, how nuts is it that Katie's running around in VIP right now? Because when you and I started, or when you started, you really just wanted to make an extra couple $100 a month. So now to see you sitting in VIP, you're rubbing shoulders with the CEO and the co-founder, and you've built this incredible team yourself. Yet here you are still going to events, still going to boot camps, still hosting One Team One Missions, still coming to green carpet, still showing up for conference. Tell us a little bit about how this boot camp experience was for you as a VIP.
Well, when Sarah says there's room for you in VIP or I'm saving you a spot, that's not a joke. Like there is room. When we say there's room for all of us in VIP, I'm going to spotlight my video. When we say that there's room for all of us in VIP or we're saving you a spot, that is a real thing. Like there is so much room to grow in VIP and there's room for you. And I remember being a double diamond and Sarah was at Dash saying, you're going to be in the top 100. And I was like, I'm only a double diamond. Like that seems so far away. It seems so unreal. It seems so unachievable. It seemed so far out of my reach. And that was 3 years ago. And 3 years ago, I had just gone double diamond. And you guys, I've never missed an event. I have never missed an event. And that is, honestly, the true definition of if you show up, you go up. Because I see people hit, some high ranks. But if they don't start showing up, they don't stay there. And so like Sarah said, even as a presidential diamond, I'm still going to these events because every single time you go, you're going to get a different type of aha moment. And maybe when you're a distributor before you hit diamond, you go to these things and it's some kind of aha moment, like how you could do something differently, or you learn something new about one of the products. And then as you go up the ranks, it's different kind of aha moments. And I really think for me, since I've gone presidential, it's been a lot of mental aha moments, a lot of getting over myself that Pam had to say. And yeah, crazy that running around in VIP and getting to say, hey, Mark, say hi to Sarah really quick. I mean, I remember when I first met him, I didn't think I could go up there because I was like, I can't go to VIP. But let me tell you about my aha moments from this boot camp. And honestly, yes, I took some of these from the event. They had these on the chairs in the VIP section. And I was like, do those mean like corporate VIP or like what VIP means? VIP elite, presidential ambassador. Everyone's like, oh yeah, that's VIP elite, presidential ambassador. So I'm like, okay, sweet. Me and Susan had to separate. And we were like, okay, bye. And I'm sitting up there, and then after lunch, people were just like not giving a crap. Like there were distributors, executives sitting all around us, and it was like these people were just getting the courage and saying, we're going to sneak up there. And out of the whole section, there were executives in the front row and ambassadors in the back. And this event really just showed us that ambassadors, they don't care if they sit up front. They're mixing and mingling with their team, and everybody's an equal person. And that's what I think was so cool to see about this. When they called up ambassadors were standing up from the back of the room. And I told my story in a different way than I've ever told it before at this boot camp. And I'm going to try to tell the fastest version ever right now, because I've had so many people message me, so many people message other leaders of mine and sidelines and say how much this impacted them. And I really had no idea. I know Sarah probably hasn't even told me tell this version of my story yet. But so Shelly Hyde did this private like little powwow, and it was back behind a curtain. So it was really loud in there. It was like in the same room as the event. And she said, Katie, come on up, and I'd love for you to tell your story. And, you know, stuff like that doesn't scare me, because so many times Sarah was like, here, come tell your story, get on this call. And you just really got to practice it to not be scared of it. But so I get up there and I tell everybody my story. And okay, so Friday night was the Diamond and Above night. And I have really bad ADD. And it was really hard for me to focus that night because they came out with these numbers, right? The top 100 numbers. And last year I was number 97 paid in the whole company. I was number 97 for a few months, and I was number 99 for a few months. And even though I was number 99, that meant I was in the top 100, and I didn't care. And that was a huge achievement for me, something that I thought was really out of my reach. And some things happened last year that I'm going to tell you guys about. But everybody, everybody starts screaming and checking their numbers, and prelims come out, and people are in the back of the room screaming. And I'm like, I don't even know what's going on right now, because I'm so distracted, because I'm just going to check. And I get in there. And I'm like, I know I'm not in the top 150. I know I'm not in the top 200, but maybe they would give me my number. I don't know. And I was searching frantically everywhere, and I'm like, I don't see a number, which means that I'm not in there. But I didn't deserve a number back 6 months ago, and I'm working back to that. But I want to tell you guys, so it kind of was this aha moment for me, because people in the back of the room were screaming because they were in the top 10, in the top 20. And it's just crazy, because they were people that joined after me. And I was like, wow, it's just about work ethic. It doesn't matter when you sign up. Somebody could come in tomorrow and bypass Sarah in the top 10. That's just how this works. And so just me telling my story was freaking amazing. Well, here it is. So I'm going to kind of skip through the first year. So I was a bartender. I was Sarah's loyal customer for 2.5 years. I had no interest in this business. I was going to be a wedding planner. I sent Sarah tons of referrals. She asked me every time. I always said no. When I graduated college, that I went to school for 7 years, I could not find a job. I was very devastated. Got invited to a wrap party where I saw a woman in my friend's living room explaining products that I already knew about, making $6,000 a month. And I said, well, if she can make $6,000 a month, what the hell? Sign me up. Text Sarah, got signed up a couple of days later. I'm very blue. She was telling me about the parties and everything. I was like, sign me up. I get started. What do you want, Katie? I want $1,000 a month. I want to cut back one day a week at the bar so I could just have a freaking life. And I wanted to save for a car. I'd been in the service industry since I was 16. I was 24 at the time. And I never knew about health and wellness. I never knew about any of this stuff. I'd only tried 3 products, got signed up. My goal was $1,000 a month. I was the true definition of blitzing, wrapping, repeating. I was having wrap parties, no matter how big or how small, even if there was one person appointments. After my first boot camp, Sarah made me get in that car. And after my first boot camp, I was having doubt, like beforehand. I was having doubts. I was like, is this for me? What did I just sign up for? I signed 16 loyal customers in my first month. And then I signed up my first distributor, Jess Taylor, and I was having doubts. And Sarah said, no, you've got to get in the car with me. You've got to go to this event. And even though I couldn't afford it, even though I didn't know how I was going to get off work, I went. And guess what? I went without a ticket. And I drove in the car with Sarah and Josh 8 hours, not even knowing if I was going to get in. I went, and honestly, guys, I'm trying to fly through this story, but long story short, I was so excited after that, getting to rub shoulders, introducing myself to Pam Souter, meeting all the Black Diamonds. I mean, when you get to these events and you go with the right people, you're going to, that's why the whole time I was grabbing Susan at boot camp, like, come with me, don't leave my side, because I just, when you're in VIP, you never know who's going to walk by. You never know who you're going to meet. When I left that boot camp, I was ready to go. I went executive the next month, Ruby the next month after that. 5 months after that, I went diamond and double diamond. I got to quit my job. I was living the life, right? 25 years old, not having to go clock into a JOB. And something happened that year. I went through a bad breakup, and it was pretty ugly. And guess who was there for me? My It Works family to help me through that. And I made my situation my excuse. And I stopped working for about 30 days. And my paycheck dipped, and I had to ask for money from my family to pay my rent. And I cried to Sarah, and I said, I don't know what to do. She said, you know exactly what to do. I promoted the triple diamond the very next month. I went out, I got a $50,000 bonus. I bought my dream car. The next year, last spring, I went presidential diamond. Second highest rank in the company. Crazy. I had $16,000 a month presidential diamond written on a piece of paper since before I was diamond. And I couldn't believe it. I got $100,000 bonus. We went to Vegas. We were blowing money. It was something that I didn't even know what to do with. And my team was booming. I had cab bonuses out the wazoo. You guys, if you know what cab bonuses are, you're going to run to diamond because you're going to want some of those. I had $7,000 in bonuses under my belt. Life was good, right? Got to go down and see Sarah and Josh whenever I wanted. But hold on. I got too comfortable. If you ever get into a spot in this business where you feel comfortable, you need to snap out of it immediately. Because if you get too comfortable, that's when it's going to fall apart. So I got complacent. I got comfortable. I got a nice cushy paycheck. I got my dream car. I get to travel whenever I want. I get to spoil the crap out of my team. Life is good, right? Well, when you don't work for the paycheck that you have, God will take it away. And Mark will take it away. So I earned the presidential bonus. I went presidential in February. And come summertime, I was not putting in presidential diamond effort. And Sarah kept telling me, if you don't start putting in presidential diamond ambassador effort, you're not going to get to ambassador and you're going to lose it. And I didn't listen, and I kept living the cushy life. I'd sign a distributor here and there, a customer here and there, and check in with my team, but I was too comfortable. And come October, I was so far away it wasn't going to happen. And I was devastated, but I knew that I didn't deserve to keep that rank because I didn't work for it. And ironically enough, that same evening I got to be on FaceTime with Sarah, and she was at Pam's house. So I got to hear from Pam on a pretty gut-wrenching night, and she said, you'll be all right tomorrow. And I was like, oh my God, what's coming? And I lost it. I did not qualify as presidential in October. And I sat here drinking a glass of wine, and it was 1 a.m., and I was looking at Susan and Corey, and I was like, wow, this is weird. this is so weird. I don't know what to do. And I was so sad, and I cried, and I was like, damn it, Katie, get it together. You didn't deserve it. You didn't work hard enough to keep it. So God took it away. And they brought back the Get Your Good back. And guess what? I didn't try hard enough that month either, or the next month. So I didn't get it back. So although I did get paid out a very generous portion of that $100,000 bonus, I thought, I had to go back to really budgeting at Christmas time. And I thought, no more. No more. Why are you playing small? Why are you getting comfortable? Are you comfortable with going back a rank? Are you comfortable with losing bonuses? Are you comfortable with you stop working? So guess what? Your team stops working, because that's what will happen. And I thought, no. And you guys, we're all human. We are all human. I was just a bartender that went to school to be an event planner, okay? So there's ups and downs in this business. But it's up to you to decide if you're going to move forward. If you're going to stand back up, fall 7 times, stand up 8. Because if you're not willing to stand up 8, then you're going to quit. And quitters never win, and winners never quit. I posted that last night. And, the comeback is always better than the setback, right? So I said no more back in February, March. I can't remember. March. I thought February's the month. Right after conference, I'm going to get my bonus back, or my presidential back. I didn't work hard enough. So come March, I was like, this is it. I'm drawing the line. It's happening this month. I worked my ass off, guys. I pushed, I connected with my team. I signed distributors, I signed customers. I was selling wraps. I was like, no more. Stop playing small. So I got my presidential diamond paycheck back in March. And I was like, holy cow, hallelujah. It is so good to see paid as presidential again. And guess what? I had put in the work that month. I completed my steps to success and more. And guess what? Magic. Got my rank back. And so this is my aha moment. So you had to know that whole story. This was my aha moment. So I got my presidential diamond paycheck again back on the 15th of last month. And when everybody was screaming and checking their top 100 numbers and checking their preliminary commissions, and you guys, these people make big money. Top 150, but you can do that. And when I sat there, and I'm blowing up Sarah, what's your number? Oh my God. I looked at prelims, and I'm getting texts from my team that are in the same row. Did your check go up? Did your check go up? And it had gone down, and it had pretty much stayed the same. And I was like, what's going on here? It didn't go up. It's not as much as I thought. And I miscalculated, and I had already had all my payouts for my triple diamond bonus of the 25 months. So there was no more bonuses on my paycheck. I haven't seen a good bonus paycheck in 3 years, since before I was diamond. And I'm looking at this, and I thought, wow, there it is. There's my aha moment. I was not in the top 150 because I did not deserve it. But I sat there looking at a 5-figure monthly income with no bonuses. If I can be paid as presidential diamond and make a 5-figure monthly income with no bonuses, that's all residual income. That is all residual income, all hard work, and connecting with my team over the past 4 years. My 4 years is next Sunday. I can't believe it. But when Mark was sitting there talking about the vision, and there was a woman in the crowd that had been in this business for 8 years. That's 1 year longer than Sarah? And she just got in the top 150 for the first time. And he was talking about people like Sarah that have been in for 7 years that have never been in the top 20. Here they are. He said it's people like that take grit and determination and never giving up. There are people that joined before and after Sarah that are no longer here, but guess what? They don't have a 150 number because they quit. So even if you're in this business for 10 years, are you going to make it there? Sure you are. But the vision of this company, sitting there not having a number, even though I had one last year, that was my biggest aha moment. Like, I have a 5-figure monthly income of residual income with no bonuses. And Sarah doesn't have any bonuses being in the top 118. Like, that's my aha moment, that this is only the beginning. This is literally the beginning. This is so many life lessons. There's so many business lessons. And it's like, I had to learn those lessons to get to where I am. And I'm going to have to learn more lessons if I want to get to ambassador. Even though I watched Sarah do it, even though she's been telling me all the things, I'm probably going to have to learn some lessons, but I'm not quitting. So if you're here right now, no matter what rank you are, imagine where you could be in 4 years if you don't quit and you actually put the work in. You can sit there and not quit all day, but if you don't show up to events and you don't complete your steps to success and you don't connect with your team or your potentials, then sitting here for 4 years is going to be a waste of your time. But if you do that stuff, can you imagine where you'll be? I mean, I had to throw it out there. I've never told that version of my story before to this many people at one time, but it happened.
Damn it. I love it, Katie, and power to you, because it takes a lot to share the real story. And I'm super proud of you, because it's a really vulnerable position to be in, to say, you know, look, I'm not perfect. I haven't done it right all the time, because sometimes I feel like, you know, our distributors, whether they've been in for 30 minutes or 3 years, they look at us and they just think it all came together. It just all worked itself out. And so everybody give Katie a huge round of applause for being vulnerable and sharing the real story, because there's power in that. And Katie, you're so right. There's so many lessons to learn. I can really draw, and maybe, you know, I should do this. I should sit down and make my little map of, over the 7 years, the major pivotal aha moments that have changed the course of where I'm at today. A lot of you don't know, I sat at Double Diamond for almost 2 years, right? I got into this place where I was making $5,000 a month. That was more money than I had ever made in my entire life. And it was comfortable. Like Katie said, we were able to pay our rent. We were able to put food on the table, still have enough money left for date night. And that's what we really wanted. We'd never had that before. But to get to that next level, to get to $10,000 a month, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, all which we've achieved, it takes a different level of you and a different version of yourself for each season in this business. And I want those of you who are new and you're hearing this and you're like, what? And I saw one of you said, I don't think I'm cut out for this. I want you to give yourself the grace of allowing yourself to learn, because it doesn't matter if you were to go get a job down the road at Taco Bell or you started a home-based business like you did with us. They're still going to put you through training. You're still going to mess up on orders. You're still going to forget the cheese on the tacos, right? You guys know my obsession with tacos. That's why my mind went there right now. But allow yourself the grace to learn. The reason that I'm sitting here at number 18, not only because we've raised an amazing team of leaders who have been able to duplicate themselves and complete the steps to success, and we've helped them make these awesome paychecks like Katie has, but because I've had to learn lesson after lesson after lesson after lesson. If I would have been given a, let's say, average ambassador's $37,000 paycheck. So if you would have given me a $37,000 paycheck in 2011 when I was a Double Diamond, there's no way. There's no way I would have buckled under the pressure. I would have blown it. It would have been a nightmare. I wasn't ready, just like Katie said. And so all this time while you're sitting here struggling, you're growing roots. And I want you all, no matter where you're at, because you are at the most perfect place for you right now, to just be appreciative of where you're at and tell your story from where you're at right now. Be vulnerable. Share with others, because you never know. It's the one thing that people always say to me is, you just tell it like it is, or you're so real, or, I could tell that you were really genuine, or you really love the company, or you're really passionate about the products, because I speak from the heart. I'm not using all of these copy and paste posts that you see floating around. I'm not putting up corporate advertisements and saying you should buy a thermal fit because of the proprietary blend made up. No, you should buy a thermal fit because it's going to help you burn fat off of your ass. And I know that's what all of you want to do. Put your voice behind it. Put yourself behind it. Katie's overcome a lot more than just that most recent aha. She's really, from the day that I met her, I literally slid her a Blitz card, you guys, just like somebody did for me. And I've only got Wow Blitz cards right here next to me, but they slid that Blitz card right across the bar. For me, it was a counter. I was working behind the counter at the gym. For Katie, it was a bar, and just said, have you heard of this? I think it was Aaliyah. I hope I'm saying that right. When you said, I don't think I'm cut out for this. If you can ask that question, have you heard of this? If you've got a dream in your heart, if you know what you want, you're cut out for this. You've just got to decide, and you've got to stop trying to be something else. Just decide and create yourself. One of the things I heard was to just have courage to become who you might be. And that's really that pivotal moment for me at Double Diamond. I was standing there and I'm like, I know that I don't even look pregnant. You're missing the belly. I know.
Only from the side. You only look from the side.
I know that I was made for more. And I was Double Diamond standing in my bathroom. I called Pam Souter. And I was crying, right? I was salty. I'm telling you, if you're dealing with something, and don't just message Pam Souter and say, I can't sign DTs, because she's going to be like, please. How many times a day do you think she hears that? But if you've really got something that's holding you back, send her a message on Facebook and start the message out with Mama Duck, right? Start it out, Mama Duck, and she's going to know that you're part of our crew. That's what we call her. I don't know how I started that. I think I just said, I'm like your baby duck. I'm going to follow you everywhere you go. I'll do whatever you tell me to do. So message Pam Souter if you've got something really deep that's holding you back and you want to talk about it. I know she would love to hear from you. But I was on the phone with her, and she just said, Sarah, there's two things I'm not. I'm not a liar. I'm not a quitter. And that's why I'm a multimillionaire. So what are you going to do? In her accent. And I just thought to myself, well, I'm not a liar. And I'm not a quitter. So I'm going to do this. And it just was that moment where I decided I was ready to bring more of me to the table. And I want to encourage all of you guys to get outside of your comfort zone and have the courage to be who you might be, right? Have the courage to decide what you want to become. Sit down and write it out. What do you want financially? What do you want for your leadership? What do you want for your family? What do you want on a personal level? What do you want for your fitness, for your physical health? Josh and I have many different goals. We've got financial goals. We've got personal goals. We have marriage goals. Now we have parenting goals. Like, we have a map, and I could show you this dream board right now. There's not much left on it. I don't know if you can see that there. There's a couple of little things. I still haven't taken the baby off, right? I can take the baby off. I don't even want that car anymore, so I'll just take that off there. Really, that trip right there is just because I haven't gone yet, and I just realized you were looking at my ratchet nail right there. But, so my dream board, honestly, has been fulfilled. And so now at this point, I have to sit down and I have to say, okay, do I get comfortable? I make more now in a month than I made in a year? Do I just stop? Do I let go? Do I just kind of coast it out and see? And the answer is no, because what I want is so much more than that. Not just financially, but I want so much more than that for my team. I want so much more than that for you guys. And so tonight, I want you guys to sit down and really make sure that going into this next quarter, because that's what we're doing, right? We're going into second quarter. What do you want? Why do you want it? And it's the same thing. I want you to ask yourself, would you right now at this very moment, would you hire yourself? Y'all want me to do more calls, more Zooms, more this, more that. All you have to do is follow the steps to success, right? I want more from you. I know that you deserve to make more money. I know that you deserve to have more of a team, more of a following, more influence, more customers. I know that every single one of you is worth the paycheck that I received today. I absolutely know without a doubt, but I am not naive. I know that not all of you will do it. I know that not all of you will get off of this call and go to work. Some of you are going to get off the call and you're going to go, that was stupid. That did nothing for me. And you know, one thing I would say is we're always going to need 9-to-5s. We always will. But if you want more out of your life, if you want freedom of time, if you want freedom of money, if you want just freedom in general, to be able to be with your kids, with your friends, take the vacation when you want to go, give back where you want to give back, then this is the right industry for you. This is the right company for you. You're in the right place at the right time. You know, back when I started, they were talking about being $1 billion brand, right? $1 billion. That was huge. We've done that, right? Now they're talking about being $1 trillion brand. Trillion with a T. Every single thing that Mark Pentecost, our CEO, has put out there, it has come to fruition. Everything that that man has ever told me that he was going to do, he's done. I have not a shadow of a doubt in my body that we can follow him for the next 10, 20 years and be wickedly successful, wildly successful, beyond our biggest dreams. And if there's one thing that It Works has done for me, is really uncovered some dreams in my heart that I didn't even know existed. All of the things that are happening in my life right now, with the baby, with number 18, with building our beautiful dream house literally right off of our Pinterest board. We sat down with Pinterest and was like, we want this, we want this, we want this. Okay, that's how much it is. Sign here. All right, let's go. Now we want to make sure we have this much in savings and this much for Charlotte's college fund and this much over here. And, you know, while we're at it, let's start talking about what we want to do for our parents. How do we want to branch out in this way or that way? What other business ideas do we want to get into, or have enough money in the bank to be able to fund and help a small business owner out? And we just started dreaming. And now all of these things are coming to fruition because of all of the time and the years that we've put into being consistent at following the steps to success. You're sitting here and you're going, how, right? You get the Indian chief syndrome. There is no mystery. There's a freaking map, you guys. Step 1, get started. Step 2, sign your first 4 customers. Step 3, sign 3 distributors. Step 4, teach those distributors. Step 1, sign up. Step 2, 4 customers. Step 3, 3 distributors. Step 4, teach those distributors, right? Over and over and over. The goal is to learn how to become duplicatable, to keep it easy. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. This isn't something that you have to go out and dig to find the answers for. What you do have to do is go out and decide that you're going to learn the 7 skills that it takes to be successful in this business. And I'm going to jump into those 7 skills. But before we do that, I want to hear from Susan Sund, who was in VIP with Katie, because Susan, you know, it means a lot to me anytime I have Susan on the call, because she ran a team call for us a couple of years ago, and she was just on a roll. She was speaking right from her heart, giving all of her soul to this call, and it was the first time that I ever declared Black Diamond. The first time that I was like, you know what? Why not me? Why not us? Why not now? $100,000 a month? Why not? Why not? Let's do it. People are doing it. Joel and Stephanie did it. When I started in this company, Joel and Stephanie were double diamonds. They had sold their couch to get started. They were filing bankruptcy. They were in line at church getting food from, getting handouts, right? And now here they are, $100,000 a month plus. Now they're talking about crazy audacious numbers like $500,000 a month, and it's totally freaking normal for them. It's totally achievable and conceivable. Now, while $500,000 a month might not be quite conceivable for me yet, and it might not be for you either, $100,000 absolutely is. I made it more than halfway there, and I know that if I freaking did this, that you could absolutely do it, because there's nothing special about me. I'm just a girl from Toledo, Ohio, who found this crazy rap thing just like you guys did, who started just on her own, just like you guys did, who went to step 2 and signed 4 loyal customers, just like you guys did, who went to step 3 and signed 3 distributors, just like you guys did. Literally nothing different except for I didn't allow the excuses to stop me. I didn't allow the self-limiting beliefs to slow me down. Maybe they did slow me down every so often, but I moved past them. I jumped over them. And every single time you plow through this new barrier of what you think you're capable of, you become capable of more and more and more and more and more. So I want you all to have the courage to become who you might be. And that's exactly what Susan gave to me. She gave me courage to put my Black Diamond dream out there. I wrote it on my mirror and I took a picture with it. And every year on Time Hop, when it pops up, I'm like, oh, yes, I'm going to do it. And you know what? It didn't happen that year. It didn't even happen the next year. It could happen this year. But I see it for myself in the next couple of years. And honestly, I want you guys to be looking at the big picture too. What do you see for yourself in the next 30 days? In the next year, before we go to conference, in the next 3 years, in the next 5, and take the option to quit off the table. Just decide, I will not quit. It is not if this works, it clearly works. It's when it works. I'm going to learn what I need to learn to get there. I'm going to stay committed. I'm going to be loyal, and I'm going to continue to allow myself the grace of this awesome business. So I'd like to introduce to you guys Miss Susan Sund. I think you're out there.
Hi guys. Yep, I'm here. Yay. Hi everyone. Okay, so my name's Susan. I'm from Toledo as well. I actually went to high school with Katie. Super long story short, I basically just saw her posting about making all this money and having fun, and I saw she was in Florida, and I was a teller at a credit union, and I hated it, and I had my first baby, and I just wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. So I just hopped in. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't think in a million years I would ever join a network marketing company. I thought that they didn't work. But I did it, and here I am. So I've been in the business for 3 years now. So this is my passion. I just love it. And I was so excited to go to the Grand Rapids boot camp with Katie because last year they called it something different. So I technically hadn't been to a boot camp because they stopped those right when I joined. So I was so excited. It was my first boot camp. And I honestly had so many aha moments. But I just want to tell you guys about a couple that I had when we had our Friday night with Mark. Because it was so awesome because Friday night they had just a get together for just diamonds and above. They usually do triples and above. So I was so pumped that I was going, and I got to be in a room with Mark Pentecost and Pam Sauter and Mike Patillo and, other top leaders. Cami was there. Kyler was there. It was just so awesome to be in this room with it was such a small group of people, and we were, right up there, second, third row, super close. And it was an amazing experience. So I just, you guys ever have those moments where you feel like someone is just honed in on you and talking to you? I was feeling that with Mark. He was just talking, and I was just oh my God, he's speaking right to me. And he just, he said so many things that I could literally talk to you guys for hours about. But one of the huge things that he really talked about was how the enemy to success is hesitation. That was a mind-blowing thing for me, because that's literally all it is. It's the hesitation. And I know I do it, we all do it when you start this business. You just hesitate because you're nervous. You don't know what people are going to say. You just kind of sit down and you're well, I'll do it tomorrow, or well, I'll do it later, and we hesitate because we're so nervous and we're so scared. And that's literally what is stealing your success. You just have to go out and do things. So another thing that Pam had said, I don't remember if it was Pam, but they just use the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 method, but you have to count backwards, because if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can keep going. So they're when you need to do something, you literally count down. You just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you do it. And I'm not kidding you guys, it works. When you're sitting there, I'm going to cold message this person, or not cold message, I'm going to message someone on my chicken list, but I'm scared, I don't want to message them. Type out that message, you reread it a couple of times, make sure it's short and sweet, and you're being genuine, and you say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you hit send, and you're going to do it. And is it going to be scary? Yes. But guess what? What's the worst thing that could happen? They're going to ignore you, or they're going to say no. In this 3 years that I've been in this business, I've had one person be extremely rude to me. And guess what happened? I said, oh, okay, have a great day. And I blocked them. Bye. No one has ever been rude to me. So just using that method, it's not scary. Like, we literally are paid to make friends. Like, how amazing is that? Like, what business is there that there's no ceiling on a paycheck for you to just make friends? Like, that's literally all this is. It's not scary. Like, other people want friends. Like, people want to be friends with other people. And so it's literally all it is we just get to go out and we just get to talk to people and make friends. And it's literally just your hesitation that's killing your success. And confidence is a huge thing for me. I was so lucky enough that Sarah got me on a call with Pam, and I got to ask her a question, and I basically said, I just feel like I have no confidence. Like, I feel like I don't know, I don't feel confident in myself. Like, I feel like that's what's been holding me back. And she was like, she was like, well, that's your problem. Like, why are you doing something about it? And I was like, well, and I realized they said this weekend, they said confidence is literally just the will to try. That's all confidence is. You just have to have the will to try. And it's so true because, seriously, I was reading right before I got started that some people were saying they just can't find the right words when people ask them questions when they're at parties, and they just don't know what to say. And none of us know what to say. I sometimes still don't know what to say, but you know what? I'm just confident in the fact that I love these products. I love this company. I know what it's done for me. And so I just talk. I'm just like, oh, that's a great question. Let's figure out that, let's find that answer. Or I'll just be like, you really stumped me on that one. It's just having confidence in yourself and in what you're doing, and everything will be it'll just come to you. And I still don't know what to say. I didn't know what I was really going to say when Sarah was like, will you be in the Zoom tonight? I was like, sure. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about, literally up till about 5 minutes ago. But you just have to have confidence in what you're doing, and you just have to go, and the right words are just going to come to you. So another huge thing for me was, okay, so raise the hands because I see a couple of you on video. Who knows who Kim Kardashian is? Everyone knows who Kim Kardashian is, right? And Mike Patilla was actually the one who was saying this. So he was like, did you know that Kim Kardashian gets paid literally over $10,000 for pushing the send button for a tweet? One tweet. She gets paid $10,000, if not more than that, for one tweet that's promoting a product. And he was like, okay, so now I want you to think about this. If for every post that you were making, if it was worth $10,000, don't you think he'd probably be posting a lot more? Don't you think he'd be posting a lot better content? Mind blown. We literally get paid to post. We literally get paid to just post on social media. That is how a lot of people build their business on. I'm not saying this is the only way to build your business. I'm not saying just post and think that you're going to grow your business by any means, but that's what she gets paid to do. Everybody knows who she is, and she literally has so much influence over people that she can just make a post and people are going to be like, I want that. That's literally what we get to do. We just get to post about products that we love and products that have changed our lives, products that have changed other people's lives. And it's going to make people want it, but you have to post about it. You have to tell people about it. You have to talk to people. You have to open your mouth. You can't just sit back and just think that people are going to come knocking on your door to buy your products. That's just that's not the way it works. And I will tell you that the months when my business is going slower, because yes, I've had those months, I will literally sit back and be like, I'm not doing enough. Just like Katie was saying earlier, we all hit our bumps in the road. We all do. It happens to everybody. And it's when I'm not telling enough people. I'm just at the end of the day not telling enough people. Adding to your network is the most important thing that you can do for this business. And I've heard it said so many times over and over again, and it's finally clicking with me that holy crap. We have these amazing tools of social media at our fingertips, and literally all you have to do is add friends. You just have to add friends to your network. Did I freeze? Oh God, I froze for a second. So it's literally all you have to do. If you're going to do anything for your business, at least add 20 to 30 people on your Facebook every single day. If you're working Instagram, add 100 to 200 people on Instagram every single day, and just interact with people. Really, it's not that hard. This business really isn't hard. It's just, are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to put in the work and actually do it? It was so crazy because I got to talk to Tiffany Herr, at Grand Rapids, and like I just look up to her so much because I think that she just keeps it so real, and she is so passionate, like about, oh my God, this girl has so much passion. And I was like, hi, like I was like nervous. I was like, Katie, I'm standing next to Tiffany Head. We were like talking to her, and she's just a normal everyday person. Like she's not scary. She's nothing special. Like she's this tiny little thing. Like I guess I didn't realize how small she was. Like she's super tiny and like super cute and like so friendly. And there's nothing different about her than any of us. Like except for that she's just worked more. She's just been willing to put in the work. She's just talked to more people. She's opened her mouth more. She has so much passion that she could probably sell freaking, I don't know, a brand of toilet paper to anybody because she is so passionate about it. She'd probably sell it to anyone. Like, she is just so passionate, and that's all it takes is just having that confidence and just having, that confidence just to say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you just do it. So, I don't know. I had so many, there was like so many like big, like top people there, and it was just like Katie was saying earlier, it's like they're no different. Like they were, sitting with their team, they're sitting with, their distributors and stuff. And just, you could walk up, like Denise Walsh came up. I was like, Katie, we need to meet Denise Walsh. And she just like brought her over and she talked to us like we were a normal person. So, I don't know. The other thing too, that I thought was like so big, was, someone said this, I don't remember who, and they said, your 100 list isn't your 100 list. It's actually called a skin list. They're like, who has skin? Add them to your list. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm going to start calling it my skin list because everybody has skin. So it means we have a product for everyone. It was Barb Hauser. I love her. So I don't know. I had so many things, but I think, I'm sorry. Like I get really excited. I had coffee earlier, so I'm really sorry. But so one of the things that Mark has been saying a lot is, I don't remember the exact thing, but he said it again at boot camp, and I was telling some of my team about it on a Zoom that we had the other night, was that, he's saying that, Katie, can you mute everyone? Because I can't with the ADD. I'm going to have a squirrel moment. Thank you. Okay, so he was saying that, we're doing the not good, not great, but legendary. So, good is being able to pay your bills. Like great is paying your bills and being debt free, but legendary is paying your parents' bills. And I don't know about you all. I know that I have super supportive parents. My parents would literally do anything for me at the drop of a hat. They will take time off work so they can watch my kids. They will, help me with whatever I need if I ask them to come over. But I want to help my parents. And I like this all of a sudden resonated with me that how many people can say that are working corporate 9-to-5 jobs have enough money left over that they can pay off their parents' mortgage, or that they can go out and they can buy them a brand new car and say, you know what, here's your new car. Like very, very few people can do that. But this business gives us the opportunity to do that. And maybe it's not a parent for you. Maybe it's a grandparent, or maybe it's an aunt or an uncle, or maybe even like a cousin, or, someone that, whoever that person is that's there for you. We have the opportunity to go out and bless other people in our lives. And there's nothing else in the world that enables you to do that. And like, that is a huge thing that's on my why. Like, I am like freaking pumped. I have this like new fire in me because I don't know if you guys knew this too, but our business is willable. So literally, I want you to think about, if you just stick with this business, think about it. Where are you going to be in 20 years? Yes, I'm going that long. I'm going that long of a picture. In 20 years, if you never quit and you just continue to work this business and continue to use these products, do you know how much money your paycheck is going to be? Like, can you even fathom that? Like, people are going to keep joining and joining and joining, and your team's going to be going down and down and down, and all these people, and you're just going to be still using these products and sharing these products. And then there's going to be a time when we're old and we're ready to retire, and we're like, we can will this business to our children. All our children have to do is run an ADBV auto ship, and that check is going to be deposited right to their bank account just for using these products. Like, do you understand how huge of a deal this is? You guys, I get so fired up when I think about this, because not only are you setting yourself up, but you are setting up your children's lives. Like, you're setting them up. Like, it's such a huge deal. Like, there is nothing like this company. You are never going to find anything like it in any other network marketing company, in any corporate America job. Like, you are not going to find this anywhere. So I know that for me, like, I am giving it my all. Like, I am going all in. I am telling everybody I can. I'm opening my mouth. And I'm just going to go out there and help as many people as I can, because I need to tell everybody about this. Like, this business is life-changing, and I'm not going to keep it to myself. Like, we need to go out and tell every single person, because every single person deserves that. Every single person.
Don't that. I will be in.
Help their family and just,
Sorry.
thank you. No, it's fine. So, I don't know. That was my rant. I'm just like, I'm so excited. I mean, that boot camp was just amazing. So if you guys weren't at a boot camp, like, for real, get your green carpet ticket. Like, find something. Get yourself to a corporate event, because there is just nothing like just being around a group of all these like-minded people. It's going to be something. You're going to have some weird aha moment. And for me, it was moment after moment. And I'm just like, I mean, it got my fire lit, and I'm ready to go.
Thank you so much, Susan. You got me all excited again too, because sometimes I forget that our business is freaking willable.
Yeah.
You know, how amazing is that the work that you do, not only are we getting paid over and over and over, and we have this beautiful thing called residual income, but that literally, if anything were to ever happen to you, as long as you've got it put in your will, all your family has to do is run your 80 baby auto ship, and that paycheck's going to continue to show up. That's just so amazing. I'm glad you said that. You know, we need to talk about that more, Suze.
Agreed.
You know, we're like out in the world, because we live in this little bubble where we know all this stuff, and we've got all these crazy fears. Like, I just saw somebody say, I wish somebody was local to me so that I could go out blitzing until I get my confidence up. And I'm like, no, go blitzing, get your confidence up, and then you go blitzing with somebody else, and your confidence will go up 10 times more, because you'll see how much of a badass you are, and you can teach them something. But Suze, thank you so much. I love you, and I'm freaking so excited. I've been telling you since the day I met you that I see you on that white couch, and you shared some of your dreams with me, and I know, you guys, that each and every one of you is here for a reason. You're in the most perfect place right now. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. You've been struggling because you've been growing roots. And now all you have to do is, like Susan says, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. That's it. Just go. Most importantly, you have to be willing to work your ass off, and you have to be willing to work your ass off when nobody's looking. Nobody calls me to see if I've completed my steps to success. Nobody calls me to see if I've gone out blitzing. Nobody's called me to see if I'm okay, right? I have to self-govern and decide what I want is worth going out, completing the steps to success, learning these 7 skills. And if you don't know them, it's really time for you to learn them. Don't think you're going to learn all 7 right off the bat. For me, it's been like 1 a year. I'm like, I'm going to master this, right? And after 7 years, I will be an expert, essentially. Now here I am 7 years in, and I'm no expert, but I'll tell you what, I know a lot about a lot, because I've been consistent about personal development. I've been consistent about getting outside of my comfort zone. I've been consistent about taking action, because you can sit there and you can learn all day long. But if you don't go to work, right, your fate is based on your faith, but faith without works is dead. You don't just pray every night, God, please, God, give me a way out. Please, God, give me a way to make money. Please, God, help me support my family. Please, God, this, and wake up and he's deposited $1 million into your bank account. That's not how it works. The answer to your prayers is right here, freaking in front of you. You've already signed up for it. You've already done the hardest part, which is taking that leap of faith, right? Now it's time to have grit. It's time to have determination. It's time to really recognize that your dreams are worth it, that your family's worth it, that you're worth it, that you deserve a freaking paycheck more than just survival, right? You're not put here to survive. You weren't. You were put here to be abundantly blessed. And you've been put in this company, on this team specifically, because you have the heart that I prayed for. Every single night, I prayed for people just like you to show up and be a part of this team, because I know what we have is something special. And I know together, we're going to make the biggest ripple effect. We already are all over the world, right? We've got 3 different countries on with us right now. So while we're sleeping here in America, our decision to get started is still working. It's still out there changing lives. It's still helping people find more confidence, get healthier, earn more money, find freedom, more money, better health, more time, right? What good is time if you don't have health? What good is Time if you don't have money. What good is money if you don't have time? What good is any of them if you don't have health, right? They all go hand in hand. So the 7 skills, I'm just going to run through them really quick. I'll type them out and put them up in the Game Changers too, so you can go through. But these were taken directly from Eric Worre's GoPro book. So if you don't have GoPro, it's time for you to do it. And honestly, if it's been a little bit, it's time for you to go back, because there are certain books that you can read over and over and get something new from each time. Awaken the Giant by Tony Robbins is definitely that for me. One of the new ones I just picked up to learn a little bit more about sharing from a business mindset is called Being the Starfish. 7 steps to sharing so people want to buy. And so now I might not just go copy and paste out of any of this, but I'm hoping that I get a couple of new ideas. There's a few exercises in here that I've never tried before. So I'm still 7 years in, 18 in the company, making more in a month than we did in a year, continuously trying new things, continuously taking personal development to the next level. But most importantly, I was talking to one of my newbies the other day. I said, when I feel the fear, when I feel the little voice that says, don't do it, you can't do it, you'll never make it. Or my dad, oh my gosh, back in the day, right, you're playing Nintendo, my dad would stand behind me and go, you'll never make it. You'll never make it. And I kid you not, every freaking time I would die. I would fall down the little river or down the tube, or the little monster would eat me. I listened. Now, I don't listen. There are tons of people, hundreds of people, thousands of people going, you'll never make it. You'll never make it. And you know what? I don't even hear it anymore. I feel the fear and I do it anyway. So I want you guys, if you find yourself going, oh, that makes me nervous, you must do it. You must. Because every single time you have that confidence of the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and you just do it. Whether it blows up in your face, you totally fail, or maybe something crazy happens and you succeed. The woman that walked into my gym was overweight, was unhealthy, sweating her booty off, didn't know up from down about the product, but she was brave enough to walk into my gym and hand me a Blitz card and say, have you heard of this? And then she was brave enough to find me on Facebook and had the audacity to send me a friend's request, in which case I was like, this woman, please, I gotta see what's going on over here, because she's a hot mess. And I followed her and I started seeing people were interested in this product. People wanted what she had. If it weren't for that crazy woman walking into my gym who knew nothing about nothing, she just went, I guarantee you she sat in the parking lot like, okay, she's going to judge me. And she was right. She's going to say no. And she was right. She's going to think I'm crazy. She was right. 5, 4, 3, 2, I'm doing it. And she came into the gym. It changed my life forever, and it's changed hundreds of thousands of people's lives out there because of this. Oh, the last time I looked, 16,000 people, right? 16,000, that's just us, right? From one decision. So step 1, finding prospects. Where, how, when, what's your favorite way? How are you finding prospects? How are you meeting new people? How are you building your network? Like Susan's just talking about. Katie was talking about the importance of continuing to build your network. Who are they? Right now, it's things that are relevant in my life. We're building a house. We're having a baby. I'm a first-time mom. People would consider me a crunchy mom because I care about what I put in my child's body. So I'm making lots of new friends with that. Some of you like riding horses. Some of you are working full-time and going to school full-time. Find out what you love and figure out how to put what you love into a way that you can find to make friends. I have a friend who loves their Jeep, right? Katie's a Jeep fanatic too. They love their Jeep. They go on Jeep crawls. They go to Jeep networking events, Jeep meetups in the freaking parking lots of places. Guess what color the Jeep is? Lime green with a sticker on the back. Do whatever you love and use it as a way to make new friends. And then you can talk to people about the business, right? Okay, I got to plug you in because I'm going to die. So bear with me because we're going to be done in a second. This went longer, of course, because we all love to talk. But, whoop. All right. Number 1, finding prospects. Got to master it. You got to learn. It's got to be an everyday thing. For me, I've been doing it for 7 years. I could give you 7 different ways on how I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. right? Right now, I have posts that are working for me that are making me new friends. Number 2, inviting prospects to understand your product or your opportunity. Now, inviting them to get on a call with your upline, to come to a One Team, One Mission, to come to a Facebook virtual party, to host your own wrap party. How are you going to have confidence having a wrap party? Have a wrap party. When nobody shows up to that wrap party, figure out why, invite more people, and have another wrap party. Nobody showed up to my first one. 2 people showed up to my second one, and they were just there to get the wrap and then split. They didn't want to hear about any products or anything, so I made $50 and they left. Guess what I did that day? Instead of sitting there going, nobody showed up to my wrap party, I made it my mission to go find new people who wanted to come to a wrap party. I went to a little wings place down the road that I used to work at, and I signed my first distributor at that wings place because I sat there and made it my mission for one of those girls to wrap before I left. That distributor brought thousands of customers and distributors to my team. A lot of you are still here today, right? It was a beautiful blessing in my life. It changed the course of everything, all because I didn't let somebody not showing up or not becoming my customer or failing at something. Or what are they going to think? What are they going to say? They think you're crazy. They're probably going to say no. What if they say yes? What if they're the one like me that says yes? Or Susan that says yes? Or Katie that says yes, right? The list keeps going. So inviting prospects to understand the product or the opportunity. And that could be just as something as simple as, hey, Susan, I saw that you liked my hair, skin, and nails post. Are you interested in growing your hair out? There's your invitation. Are you interested? They say yes. Awesome. Well, hair, skin, and nails is $33 for a loyal customer. All it means to be a loyal customer is that you're willing to try one product, any product, for 3 months in a row. You could try one product or you could try 100 products, totally up to you. But I'm doing a 90-day challenge to see how fast your hair can grow in 90 days. Are you interested? Yes? Oh, awesome. Well, I always make it my mission that if you're interested in the product, I have to tell you about the business. Have you ever thought about making extra money? You don't know? Well, actually, my team's doing an online party this week. I'd love to invite you to. Let's go ahead and get you signed up as a customer, but we'll go ahead and you can sit in on this opportunity thing and just boom, just keep it going. Just invite them and just help them understand. Your job is to find new customers and new distributors and help them decide. That's it. It's as simple as that. If you don't know how to explain it, learn, practice. I stood in the mirror. What was that?
You're cutting out really bad.
It's probably because my phone's about to die. Okay, so 3, presenting the opportunity or the product to a prospect. That's the third thing that you have to master, presenting it, right? That could be through a Facebook post. That could be at a wrap party, all of the ways, right? All of the ways you want to learn. So that's the third skill you need to know, how to present the product. We've got this beautiful thing called the party pad. All you have to do is go to your back office in the eSuite, print out your party pad notes. It is pretty freaking awesome because you can literally just read from your party pad. And I even make a joke. I say, see, you don't have to be smart. I'm reading my notes right now. And everybody goes, ha, 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 ha. She's so witty, right? I'm just trying to show people that it's simple. I don't have a binder with all the products in alphabetical order. No, I've got a product sheet. And on my product sheet, it tells me what each product does. Okay. Oh, I saw Heather just did it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. Number 4, you have to learn and have to master follow-up. Follow-up with your prospects. I offered Katie the business 16 times, right? She said no 16 times. I am a persistent woman. I kept following up. How are you today, Katie? Oh, I see you're going out with your friends. Oh, hey, do you want to wrap before you go? Anything I could. I kept following up. And then one day, the time was right. And she said yes. Number 5, help them become a customer or a distributor. That's the 5th thing you have to master. How do you help them become a customer or distributor? Beautiful thing about this business is we've got 1, 2, 3 steps to success, right? That's how you help them become a customer or a distributor. You're going to teach them the steps of success. You're going to walk them through the e-suite so that they know how to submit a support ticket, that they know where product documents are. These are all things that you can master. And a lot of these, honestly, if you take an hour for each one and you just make it your mission to develop your confidence for each one of these, an hour, 1 hour, let's say 1 hour a day for 7 days. At the end of 7 days, you've got 7 hours of personal development that you've put into training yourself to be a master ninja at your It Works business, right? Isn't that crazy if you start breaking it down like that? Okay, number 6, getting them started right. It's another thing you have to master. You need to become duplicatable. How do we get them started? Let's help them write their story. Let's teach them the steps to success. Let's sign into their back office. Let's talk to them about boosting when they start. Hello? Have all of you forgotten about the boost? Here's the thing. We act like $99 is a lot of money to start a business. Have you seen those god-awful leggings? $5,000 to sign up with an oversaturated, overpriced, overprinted product that you can go to any other store and buy. You can get it at Walmart. You can get it at the dollar store. You can get it at, you could spend 10 times more than that and go to Lululemon. You can find it in Macy's. You can find it in Target. I can keep going, right? You can go to Amazon right now and have one and ship to your doorstep in 2 days. You can't do that with an It Works product. It Works products come from us, from It Works distributors. We're just getting started. Less than 1% of the population even knows that we exist. They have more distributors in this country than we have worldwide. And people are paying $5,000 to $10,000, $5,000 to $10,000 to sign up with that company to carry stock that they don't get to control, mind you. They don't get to pick their prints. They don't get to pick their sizes. They don't get to do any of that. To carry stock, to then have to tag it, to then have to put it online, to then have to ship it out. You guys, we're talking $99 for a fully automated system where you don't carry stock, where we have a product that people actually want, about 35 of them to be exact. I guess a new one coming in the next 6 weeks, so keep your eyes on that. But seriously, put it into perspective. Are you undervaluing what we offer? And the answer is yes. Yes, you absolutely are, because you're not offering the business builder kit anymore, or the business boost anymore. Why are you not offering the mini boost? That's $300 in extra party cash right there. Where's the $340,000 in bonuses that all of these new distributors are able to achieve over the next 2 years? $340,000. Your 9-to-5 isn't going to give you that, right? Another network marketing company isn't going to give you that. We've got until the end of this month to help people become a new distributor and take advantage of the $10,000 bonus all the way up to a $150,000 bonus. And we're not talking about it enough. Myself included. That $10,000 is huge. So get them started right. That's one thing you have to master. And the 7th thing you have to master is promoting events. You hear me talk about it all the time. You hear Katie talking about it all the time. You hear Jen talk about it, Mark talk about it, Pam talk about it. Everyone in the top 100 talk about it. Go to boot camp, go to boot camp, go to boot camp. And yet still some of you are sitting there going, should I go to boot camp? The fuck? Yes, go to boot camp. It is your job to show up. It is your job to plug in. It is your job to connect. If you want to make this business work for you, you've got to go be around the people that are going to support you and help you do it. And that's where promoting events and learning how to promote events for yourself, for your team, share the one team, one missions. Don't sit around, wait for me to post a list of all of the local one team, one missions so you can decide. Take some damn initiative, post the list yourself. You guys, you sit here, you want more from me, you want more from me, you want more from me, you want more from me. What are you doing? Did you complete the steps to success last month? Have you completed them this month? If not, why? Why? Why are you here? What is holding you back? How long are you going to let that be your excuse? I don't have confidence. Boo freaking who? Go find some. Go take a yoga class. Go streaking. Go do something that boosts your confidence. Post that on Facebook. I don't have confidence. What do you guys think about me? You know what? I bet you the people are going to tell you amazing things about yourself. If they had to describe you in one word, what would it be? Post it on Facebook. If you get a whole bunch of people saying negative, pissy, sad face, I don't like you, stink butt, like all these things, well, then you just suck, right? And it's time to refine yourself. But more than likely, you're just repeating this old story in your head that's telling you that you suck when everybody else knows that you're amazing, including us. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing this Zoom. That's why you're still on after an hour, right? Promoting events is important. Not only promoting events, but going to events, promoting them with your team. So these are the 7 skills that you need to master, not only just for yourself, but also so that you can teach your team how to do these same things. Guys, I love you so much, and I honestly would give you the skin off of my body if I could. I give absolutely everything I can to support you, to help you feel connected and loved and inspired, to help you feel worthy that you can do it. I am one person. I am not enough. That's why our team motto is alone a drop, together an ocean, because I need you just as much as you need me. It's okay to fire your upline and be your own leader. We've got one team page, we've got one team call, we are one, right? But at the same time, you have to be willing to step up. That doesn't mean go make a new Facebook group. That doesn't mean you have to start running your own team calls. It means that you have to learn these 7 skills, learn how to master the steps to success. Keep plugging in consistently. Give me your feedback. But if you're going to ask more from me, I want more from you. I know for a fact that every single one of you on this call right now can complete those steps to success before the end of the month, even if you haven't even started. I absolutely know it. I've done it in a day before, all because I decided, right? I decided. Now, some of you are seeing the effects of, like Destiny Mantilla signed 39 new distributors in 1 month. I'm not an extreme master recruiter. I am learning how to be. I am mastering that skill. It is my mission to sign that many new people to the team. However, do not sit there and think that just because she posts a status once a day, that those people are coming and just knocking on her door, like Sue said, right? She's doing the footwork. She's putting in the time, the hours, whether you've got 1 hour a day, 5 hours a day, a full day, 5 hours a week, it does not matter. I got started in this business having a little bit of time, and I did it so I could have more time. The more money I made, guess what? The more time I had, because then I had to stop going. I didn't have to go to work. I didn't have to go get another job. You got 2 jobs, you can quit one, right? Set a goal and decide. Take the option to quit off the table. Take some damn responsibility for yourself and for your dreams, and do not rely on anyone else for your paycheck. Make it your mission to complete your steps to success every single month from now until the end of the year. And you know what? Maybe you're going to have that 1 month where you're just a little bit shy. Maybe you just didn't make it, right? You didn't get to complete it the way you wanted to. Here's the deal. Every month we get to start over. Every month we get to decide, you know what? I only got 2 loyal customers last month. So this month I'm going to get 6. Set that goal for yourself, a stretch goal. Stop giving yourself these stinky little salty goals like, I'm going to make $200 a month. $200 a month is not going to give you the incentive to skip whatever Netflix and chill movie you're not going to get
you're cutting
out.
out.
You're sick and you're tired. $200 do that. $2,000 a month might do that. But I'm cutting out because that's God's sign that we need to go. I have like 9% left.
Sarah,
I love you guys so much.
Sarah, I have 2.
Yep, Katie, you wanna end us out?
Yep, I will close it out because I have 2 more great things that I want to share really quickly. Okay, so sorry, I was just sitting here and I just could not wait. I could not wait to share this, and I was like, we're not getting off this call until I share this. So I'm excited to close you guys out. I'm just sitting here having like a little aha moment. It's just so little, but maybe this will put this into perspective for you guys. How we talk about persistence, how we talk about if something doesn't work, you got to try something different. So this weekend, I have decided, and Susan has decided, we are going to purge our entire closet, get rid of all of the stuff that we don't wear and we don't need. And if you guys could see how much clothes we've compiled, it is crazy. Sarah's like, Katie, you're seriously a hoarder. You have a problem. Let's get rid of this. And so we got rid of everything. I'm talking everything. We priced things for hours, and we had this sale. And my mom's like, you should bring it out to Papa's house because they're having a neighborhood garage sale, and it's like free marketing. I'm like, okay, cool. So we set it up in the garage. We put it on Facebook. I make a Facebook event, closet purge sale. I've been posting it for days. And I had this huge expectation that we're going to make thousands of dollars, and we're going to sell all these clothes. And we're going to use this money for green carpet, and we're going to spoil the team, and it's going to be amazing, right? Well, the first day, I had 2 customers, and I made $70-some, which was pretty awesome. The first day we started on Tuesday night. Tuesday night, I made $70-some. Yesterday, I didn't make anything. Not $1, not one thing of mine sold. And we're like, okay, we didn't do this the right way, because the hours that we have are people that we're trying to target market here aren't available. It's all the antiquers and the older people in my Papa's neighborhood. So we've got to change something if we want to make this happen. And it's already going on. So we need to figure something out. We need to figure it out fast, and we need to take the initiative to do it. So I'm sitting here this whole time thinking to myself, we've tried something and it didn't work. It doesn't mean that we're going to pack up shop and close the garage and say, well, screw it, it didn't work out. We tried for 3 days and it didn't work, so, well, we're just going to donate everything. No, I'm sitting here making a list. And as I've sat here, I've thought of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things that we didn't think of before. Instead of just making an event, I'm going to post in these garage sale sites, which we cannot do for It Works, by the way, just putting that out there. I'm going to post in these garage sale sites. I'm going to post in the event. I'm going to share the event. I'm going to go live again, even though I already did. And look at all the clothes. I'm going to get balloons. I'm going to print out more flyers. I'm going to take them to more places. We're going to change the time. We're going to be open later. I'm going to post on Snapchat, Day Messenger, Instagram, Facebook. It didn't mean that we're going to close up shop. We said we were going to sell these clothes. We're having a sale this weekend, so we're doing it. We just need to do a better job of marketing it and try a little harder and try different ways. That's the same thing here, guys. You said you were going to make $500 a month. You said you were going to go diamond. Something didn't work out. You're not going to quit. You're not going to pack up shop and go home. No. You already spent the $99. You already, had the launch party and started talking to people. We already set up shop with all the racks. It's time to get creative. It's time to decide, hey, I'm doing this. I got to find what works for me. If you haven't found it yet, you need to keep going and trying different things until you find what works. So here's what we're going to do tonight, okay? Every single person on this call, if you have somebody on your team that is not on this call, I want you to call them up and tell them what we're going to do. We're going to do it as a team, okay? So I did this with a smaller group of my ladies the other day, but I'm going to do it with you guys, all right? So this whole time we're talking about vision, and Susan, buddy, give me 5 minutes. Susan's talking about this business is willable, and we're talking about how, we're talking about the long-term plan, right? 20 years from now, where are you going to be? Okay, so we're going to talk about our 5-year plan. This is not a 5-year goal. This is not a goal. This is a plan. Because if you have a plan and you have you make your plan of action, it's going to happen. It's not a goal, because sometimes when we set goals and we miss them, it's like, okay, all right, set a new goal, whatever. This is the 5-year plan. You make goals before you make plans, right? Well, I'm pretty sure you've already made a goal before you signed up, what you wanted. So it's time to make a plan. So we're making our 5-year plan right now. So where do you see yourself? Okay, so tomorrow's Friday. Where do you see yourself waking up on a Friday morning in 5 years? What year is that going to be? 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20, whoa. 2022, right? Where are you going to be on a Friday morning in 2022? What's your life going to look like? Because I told my girls the other day what mine's going to look like, and I'll share it with you. I am going to be Black Diamond. I'm going to wake up at my leisure because the nanny will already be downstairs with the kids. So I won't have to wake up super early if I don't want to. Alec will be home. We can leisurely make breakfast because the housekeeper is going to be there. And so after we make pancakes and everything or whatever time we want, she'll be there to help clean it up. And the nanny will be there. And we'll get to hang out with the kids for a little bit, hang out on the couch, spend time as a family. And then the housekeeper will be there. She'll start doing her thing. The nanny will be there. She'll be picking up toys, taking care of the kids. Then I'm going to go over to the office because I've got this huge, amazing office. You guys should see it. And my assistant's going to be here in a couple minutes, so we've got to go in the office and pull some reports. And my assistant's pretty awesome, so we like hanging out together anyways. And I think I'm going to have my leaders come in town, and we might go get a massage. So we're talking big house, we're talking wake up when you want, we're talking nanny, housekeeper, assistant, Black Diamond. So how am I going to get there? Well, ambassador comes before Black Diamond. So now I've got to make my plan for ambassador. What do I need for ambassador? I need a brand new double diamond. What do I got to do? I got to go back to the 7 skills. I got to find prospects. I got to invite prospects. I got to present to prospects. I need to follow up with prospects. I need to help them become a loyal customer distributor. I need to help them get started right. I need to start promoting events. I need to start going to events. That's what's going to get me to ambassador. Once I get to ambassador, then I got to start planning out my monthly income. Okay, I'm going to start making $20,000 a month again. Then I got to get to 30. Then I got to get to 40. Then I got to get to 50. Then I'm going to have to build another diamond. Then I'm going to have to find another ruby. Then I'm going to have to help one of my rubies go double diamond. Then I'm going to have to help a double diamond go triple diamond. Then I'm going to have some setbacks. I'm going to have to go take a breather and get back up again and do it again until I get to Black Diamond. Because that's the only way we're going to own a house. That's the only way we're going to pay off the student loans and be debt free. Where are you going to be in 5 years? Where are you going to be? You need to plan it out right now. Where do you live? Do you own a house? Are you debt free? Do you have kids? Do you have a nanny? Do your kids go to private school? Do you go on family vacations? Oh yeah, we're going on a family vacation every month. Did I mention that? You got to plan this out, guys. You can't just be like, I hope I'm really far in 5 years from now. Because next year, this month, will be my actual 5-year anniversary with It Works, and I got to plan the next 5 years. So as a team, right now, we're going to make our 5-year plan. So I've started to make a list in my phone about where I'm going to be in 5 years. So Sarah's had me make a 1-year plan. So where am I going to be in May 2018? And then a 5-year plan. The 5-year plan was my idea. So I'm taking it a step further. So with my 1-year plan, I want to take Alec on a trip when he graduates. I want to do another leadership retreat. I want to go to New York for Christmas because we didn't get to go last year because of my setback that you guys heard about. So my 1-year plan, okay, what comes first? Alec's trip comes first. Got to start saving for that. What comes next? Leadership retreat. Got to start saving for that. But before any of that, 6 weeks from now is green carpet. I've got to make my 1-year plan. You better believe that corporate events are in the 1-year plan. You better believe my next promotion is in the 1-year plan. You better believe that certain amounts of debt that I need to pay off is in the 1-year plan. What's your 1-year and 5-year plans? You're going to make that tonight. And even if you don't complete it, you're going to start working on it because we're not here for the short term. Some people may be. Some people might come into your business and they might buy a business builder kit and not do anything. They might go executive and then quit. They might go Ruby then quit. You might have somebody that promotes to a leadership position and quit. But we're not any of those people because we are not quitters. Okay? We are winners and we are finishers. And we are making our 1-year plan and our 5-year plan. So I know Sarah's going to be Black Diamond. I'm going to be Black Diamond. And I really hope that you guys all want to come with us and be a part of that journey. So what I want you guys to do tonight is go in your phone and make a 1-year plan and a 5-year plan. We'll post something in the crew starting tonight. And you don't have to finish it tonight. You can really have some time to think about it. But you need to start thinking about it. Because the only way you're going to reach your goals is if you make a plan and then you break it down. You put it on that dream board and you start working for it every single day, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. And if you fall, you get up. I've lost 6 pounds in the past month. It's been slow progress. Every morning I look in the mirror. I'm like, oh, does my stomach look any different? But every day I go to the gym, and every day my diet's on point. Every day I take my protein and my probiotic and my ThermoFit and my fat fighters and my greens, because I know that it's a consistent process. So when I wake up in 3 weeks and we're in Jamaica, I know I'm going to have results because it's a process. This business is an investment. Your body is an investment. Your family is an investment. Start treating it like that, okay? So I know we've had you guys for an hour and a half. I know we've consistently kept about 100 people on, so I'm so proud of you guys for plugging in and taking time to learn, have some aha moments, do something for your business. Now, I challenge you to go out there, and before you go to bed, do some follow-up. Post on Facebook one more time. We will make a thread about our 1 and 5 year plans, and then you can go ahead and we'll make a separate thread about your aha moments from tonight. I know you guys had a ton, no matter what rank you are, no matter how old you are, no matter what state you're from, no matter how long you've been in. I know you guys all had aha moments, and we really, really enjoy taking this time to spend with you guys. And tomorrow's follow-up Friday. Let's get after it, okay? And let's just find new ways to make this happen, because we're in it for the long haul. Okay, the crew's still going to be here 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. And we love you guys. And go buy your green carpet ticket, invest in yourself, figure everything out later, all right? I think that's it. So happy Thursday. Go out there, kill your business this weekend. And we will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for being on with us, guys.
Payday tomorrow.
Payday, woo-woo!
I saw a little post that said we're getting paid early, so just a heads up, everyone. 4 days early.
I am so excited.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Thanks, Katie. Thanks, Susan.